Genderqueer is a cross between a graphic novel and a memoir by Maya Kobabe, who uses Emir's pronouns. I'm not as familiar with those, so if I mess it up, I apologize in advance. The book details Air life from realizing E was different from a young age to where E is now and every tumultuous step in between. And I do feel the need to say, content warning. Some of it gets really dark and there is even some blood and a bit of nudity, though it's simplistic cartoon nudity. If that doesn't make it obvious, this book is not for kids. It's for mid to late teens or young adults. The think of the children defense you'll see book banners using is really just a misleading fear tactic. And if you want to look into that more, I've got a video linked in the description which goes over more of the most banned books in the country, and how the controversy being started is to block books with something important to say about groups of people the bigots don't like. And it goes a lot deeper than just being anti-queer. But that's all I can say without going on a tangent, and I don't have the time or expertise to explain properly. But enough about the controversy, you're here for the book itself. The book really starts off with Maya's early childhood, and it quickly became clear that E was not like the quote-unquote other girls. Even early in life, Maya preferred a more masculine presentation and wasn't even a fan of sex on top of having a lot of trouble with dating. This continued as Maya grew up, eventually concluding that E was genderqueer and asexual after going through relationships and labels for several years. A difficult journey with many challenges. And Maya goes through everything a person like M could in regards to air identity. From trying on clothes and labels, to periods and dysphoria, to overcorrecting in order to fit into a stereotype more consistent with the gender binary, and ultimately concluding to just be himself. Something that I really enjoyed because of what I've gone through as an NB, even though I was assigned male at birth. I personally went through most of the stages, minus the periods obviously, in discovering my own identity. And though my asexual journey was completely different than Maya's, it still felt very authentic and even relatable. It's easily one of the best portrayals of the queer experience I've ever seen. I'd recommend it to anyone who's going through something similar, wherever they are on the gender spectrum or what their sexuality is. I'd also recommend it to any allies or just people who want to understand people like us a little better. Because with persistence, support, and an openness to change, we can all find ourselves. Really, if you don't want your kids reading this because of how graphic it is, that's fine, but that is no excuse to ban it for everyone. Libraries are some of the best ways to access books legally, and for some people, the only option. This is an effort to ban books about queer people just pretending that it's about protecting the children, like so many media crusades from yesteryear. And if you want to check out books from the library, but don't have the time to go to it every single week, you can just use Libby and Hoopla. I have both of them and I highly recommend them, especially with multiple library cards. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I am Kieran Mythos, and I'll see you all next time.